Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by asking a question. Where is the US darling? Where is the US sweetheart, William Samoei Ruto, as Donald Trump is going to be sworn in tomorrow, date 20th of January, where William Ruto, who is, or rather, he has been a US darling, he has not been invited in this inauguration. Now, as we speak, on William Ruto's invitation, remember, African presidents, all of them, wameachwa nje. And you can understand how Donald Trump's inauguration is not part and parcel of these African presidents. In other words, what I can say, the way William Ruto has been a good friend to US.
Thank you. President Joe Biden, Dr. Jill Biden, Madam Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Jambo. Let me take this opportunity in a very special way to bring you warm greetings from the people, the government of Kenya, and your brothers and sisters across the African continent.
And even last year, he had a state visit in the US. I thought that when Trump is going to be sworn in the office, he is likely to be invited together with other African presidents. But as we speak, it is not so. What happened? And what is this that Trump is planning to do, ladies and gentlemen? Before we continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder, please. As you watch, consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like.
President Ruto of Kenya, I thank him for his willingness to serve as the lead nation of a UN-backed security support mission.
Now, I was expecting William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to be invited in this Donald Trump's inauguration that is going to happen tomorrow. Have you asked yourself, is this presidency of Donald Trump going to favor, of course, William Samoei Ruto's regime? Because remember, immediately Donald Trump was declared a winner, we started asking ourselves several questions. And number one of those questions is that, is Donald Trump going to continue with this support that Joe Biden's administration was rendering to Kenyan police in Haiti? But I saw something leaked last week that Donald Trump was willing to support, but with a lot of conditions. But now, as if that is not enough, remember, it is not about William Ruto alone. We are having other African presidents, people like Yoweri Museveni. We are having people like Samia Suluhu. We are having people like Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. We are having Tinubu of Nigeria. We are having Cyril Ramaphosa of course, South Africa. We are having several African presidents, people like Paul Kagame, you know. I thought like they are going to be part of the inauguration tomorrow. Now, as preparation is underway, remember, this inauguration of Donald Trump is like a billionaire thing, you know. And this so-called billionaire club is, of course, at the center of this inauguration of Donald Trump. But does it mean that Donald Trump is distancing himself from these petty politics that our African presidents have been having all through. Because remember, immediately they are sworn in the office, they are puppets of these individuals. But one thing that I'm sure of is that William Ruto will not be a puppet of Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump will not allow any money or cent to be released from US to come to Kenya with no reason. The way you find that some cash or money was being released just to fund our police officers, ending into few individuals' pockets. You could find that our police officers in Haiti spending even 4 months or 5 months without salary, and you can get it well how things are so traumatizing to our police officers in Haiti. So I think the man that is, of course, going to give this African president a lot of stress, starting with William Ruto, is Donald Trump. And remember, Donald Trump is a no-nonsense president, as he is going to be sworn in the office as the 47th president of America. Remember one thing, he is not going to tolerate people like William Ruto. And so if William Ruto is thinking like he will go with the propagandas so that he can have something, let him forget at all. Let him forget at all. The way they have been left, of course, they have been locked out from this inauguration ceremony that is going to happen tomorrow. They must expect that Donald Trump is not a man that is going to massage them. He's not a man that is going to, of course, say, oh, darling, oh, this and that. Remember, Donald Trump is Donald Trump. And he's going to do whatever he can do to show his might. And by showing his might, you saw even him saying that he was willing to even show the world that America is going to be great again. Because under the regime of Joe Biden, the America was now becoming so much disrespected, So Donald Trump promised the people of US that starting that time he was going to take over. Of course, tomorrow is going to ensure that the United States of America is going to be so powerful, and also the US must be respected. Now, let us not talk much about that inauguration. What I want to say here, as I finish the video, is that remember, William Ruto, during the 2022 general election, there was an upper hand from US, from the Joe Biden's administration, that accelerated his presidency, 2022. The man is so terrified and is like becoming weird, is now becoming so wary, because William Ruto has realized there will be no upper hand from US. And trust me, Trump will not interfere with the election of 2027 in Kenya. Trust me, he will not. But Joe Biden's administration interfered with our election so much. And that is why you could see the ambassador, Meg Whitman, that resigned the other time, was so hard on our neck that election was free and fair. But we as Kenyans, we saw the election was not free and fair. So I think William Ruto, the way he was so darling to the US, has come to an end. He must be independent, and he must not expect any money. Anyhow, will come from US as he thinks. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet in another video.